so here we have 8 to the 1/3 plus 16 to the 1/2, and that squared, right? So things like let's just start with the 16 to the 1/2, right? Basically, something to the 1/2 is basically the square root of it. So 16 to the 1/2 is equivalent to the root of 16, right? Basically, when we have square roots, there's like this little invisible 2 that's on the outside here. We don't write it there when we have square roots because it's just assumed, right? Because they're squared, right? So this is basically 16 to the 1/2 because this becomes its like denominator, 16 to the 1/2. So we know this right here is going to be equivalent to 4, right? So now think of what 8 to the 1/3 is going to be. 8 to the 1/3 is going to be the cubed root of 8, right? Again, so this is 8 to the 1, right? And then this 3 on the outside becomes this, like 3 would become like the denominator here. So what would, basically, if it's the cube root, we want what times what is 8, right? 8 to the 1/3, and that would be 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So this right here is going to be, right, so this is going to be 2 plus 4, right? And then we're going to square that. So this would be 6 squared, and that's going to be 36. So that would be answer choice C. So really important to know that, like, if I had 8 to the 1/4, this would mean what times what times what times what is 8, because the 4 is in the denominator here, right? So anything that's in the denominator would be like right, so I could rewrite 8 to the 1/4 as like something like that, right? So this, right, 8 to the 1/3 is the cubed root of 8, 2, square root of 16, 4 plus 2, 6, squared is 36.